Welcome back, everyone. Today we're gonna play Necronomicon, The Dawn of Darkness. So Necronomicon is a very old game. It was released in 2001, and it was one of the first point-and-click games I've ever played. I remember Necronomicon with very fond memories, although I have to admit the game doesn't look very nice now, especially in the FM videos, which is the full motion videos or the cutscenes, and it does show its age where everything is a bit squarey and creepy. The funny thing is, I played the game when I was 14, so it means that it was a very, very long time ago. Yes, I'm that old. And the funny thing is, I tried to record it yesterday, and after playing for a very long time, I went to check the recording, and nothing was recorded. I had a complete black screen, so I have to play all over again from the beginning if I want to show you guys the game, because it's got some gold in here. It does deserve it. So let's start a new game again. Yeah, let's start a new game. So look at this moon. Gorgeous. Oof. It's gonna be the best looking thing in the game, by the way. It's the moon. I'm guessing it's 2001. Yeah, so things back then couldn't be that round. I remember playing Metal Gear and Silent Hill, so there weren't many round shapes in games. Amazingly as it seems. Well, it's not that amazing if you guys think that. Uh, think about Super Mario, the first Super Mario. There were no round shapes in the game because everything was done with pixels. So everything was square. A ball. Look at this guy. He just freaked out like that. All right, let's open the door because someone is knocking.
Edgar? William, what's going on? Listen to me.
Wait,
You think I'm not right in the head, but the reasons
listen
for
to
your
me.
conviction are far more
I'm not
obvious
crazy,
than
but I
you
sound crazy.
William,
And if you
I
look into my
discovered
dead
this
eyes,
misunderstanding.
I'm
You
not
don't
gonna
have to
stab you.
believe me. We're all in the gravest.
You just have to do this for me. What do I have to
Sometimes
do? I don't
possibly,
know.
but the
But you'll
more
have to
you
do this
know,
for
the
me,
more this
please.
devours me. Listen,
Sorry, guys, but I played yesterday, as I said, and I found it so
don't speak of it
funny
to anyone.
that
Don't give it to anyone. Not even to me.
this guy is just
Especially
oof.
if I ask for it.
Look at this. It's amazing. It's brutal. Look at this, guys. Guys thinking, what the f just happened? All right. Let's let's start. So the first time I mentioned, because you guys weren't here, but unfortunately you couldn't listen to that recording. But the first time I mentioned that this game, or at least the layout of this room, reminds me of another game, which is called The Valley of Silence. Actually, it's the prequel to The Valley of Silence. It's from uh, the Canadian studio, the Chien Dio. Sorry for my French, but I know that is not how you pronounce it. And it does remind me of it, which is The Valley of Silence is one of my favorite games. And it's actually one of the first games I published on my channel as well. It's a recent point and click adventure, so the game I think is from last year. And if you guys enjoy this kind of games, um, I advise you to go and check The Valley of Silence or even The Whisperer, because you can find it very cheap now. So someone knocked on the door and ready.
Mr. William Stanton, I presume.
King Kong
Allow me
knock
to
on the
introduce
door.
myself.
Look at his hands.
Dr. Robert Eagleton, physician and friend of Sir Christopher Wycherley. I would like to talk to you about his son, Edgar Wycherley, who, if I'm not mistaken, is a friend of yours.
Told you guys the
I
FM
bet you were
videos.
not to notice the signs of
Look at his
insane
dead
delirium.
stare. He's
It's a
dead. The
unique
guy is
case.
just not
Though
there
today he's
anymore. Those
experiencing
soulless
cannot be
eyes.
easily dismissed. Are you aware of the rumors circulating about Dr. Owens in Portuxet Village? I fear greatly for your friend. So do his parents, and some of my psychiatric colleagues are talking of internment. You see, I would greatly value your considered opinion. Please, would you pay him a visit?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, of course I will.
Thank you,
Look at
William.
this. He even got
Here's my telephone number.
this
I'm
twitch in
conscious
his
this seems
eyes.
to
Like,
run into him again.
what are you talking about?
Don't
I
mind
was
me,
just
sir.
home, getting two
Thank you
people
again for your
knocking on
help.
my door. Let's see. Look at this amazing. Ooh, graphics. Look how, look at that. So much movement. So much happening at the same time that my eyes cannot deal with it. And poop. Lots and lots of poop. Well, I'm joking, guys. This is not poop. I did this joke and I thought it was very funny the first time that I recorded it. Because it does look like poop. It was the first thing that came to mind that this guy had like a bunch of poop laying around in his backyard or on his front door, but it's not. It's just leaves. And due to the graphic limitations back then, it still looks like poop. Sorry, guys, but it's the truth. So this is the kind of game that you need keys for keys. So see, keys for keys. I need the key for the bike that is outside. You guys cannot see from here. Uh, there you go. Wait, did I got it? No. And I need to open this. There you go. Oh, I blocked it. So the reason I'm taking the money is because the first time it took me a while until I figured out that you need to take money with you, and you guys will gonna see now why. Look at my amazing bike key. Now you're gonna see the most amazing full motion video ever. Look at this. Whoa. Now let's go left. So you guys are gonna love this village. This is the loveliest village in the world. Everyone is so helpful. Yeah, you can knock as many times as you want. Ask information to this lovely gentleman.
Please, I need information.
Yeah? Well, there's none here.
No matter how many times I hear this, I find him so cool. It's so aggressive.
Hello? Anyone there?
Be on your way, stranger.
Be on your way, stranger. Sorry, guys. I know it's a horror game, but come on. It's still fun. It's really. Whoa, you creep. Why are you looking at me like that?
Excuse me.
Huh? What is it?
Do you know where Mr. Wycherley lives?
Huh? Wycherley? No, I don't know.
Man, whatever this guy is smoking, I'll take two. uh, what did, what did you, what did you say? Oh my. What about you? You look like a lovely old man.
Excuse me. Could you tell me where Edgar Wycherley lives?
Wycherley, eh? No. Don't know him.
There's like 5 people in this village and no one knows where the guy is, really.
Good day, sir. Do you, by chance, know where Edgar Wycherley lives, please?
Edgar Wycherley? Who might that be?
Brr. I said Wycherley, you said Wycherley. It's quite a different name, sir. Wycherley. No? No? Can you move a bit? Are you breathing? Look at this. realistic. It's so realistic, I want to cry. Look at the waves moving. Oof, gorgeous. By the way, I said the first time, but as I said, the recording didn't went very well. Which is funny because the voice recorded quite well, but the screen was completely black. I think it's the program that I used to record the game. It freaked out at some point, and I talked a bit about the village, the fact that I do enjoy the village, the coastal. It's a coastal village.
Excuse me, sir. Do you know?
Uh, Sir, I'm talking to you. By God, everyone is so lovely in here. Makes me want to shed a tear. You can feel the love and joy of the people. It's warming to the heart.
Leave us
Leave
alone.
us alone. Well, this one is new. I haven't heard this one before. So there is a corner in here. Haha. Sir, how are you? You look a lot like that gentleman. Are you not the same gentleman? Are you teleporting? Oh my God.
Please, sir. Do you? That's not very polite.
The guy only now he noticed that they are not polite, sir. Open the door. Open the door. I saw you coming in. I want to talk to you about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Open the door. So I said the first time that this reminds me of Jehovah's Witness simulator because you can knock as much as you want and no one will open the door for you. They think you're spreading the word.
Whatever the young man's looking for, he should ask Ma Brady.
My Brady, why don't you tell me that I can ask you? Are you speaking in the third person? Are you Julius Caesar now?
Um, I'm looking for Edgar Wycherley's residence. Do you know it?
For a few coins, kind soul.
For a few coins, of course. So this is the reason why I caught the coins the first time, because the first time I played, it took me a very long time to remember that where the coins were, so I had to go back to his house.
Go see Mr. Crumb at the grocery store.
So where the hell did you
Can
put
help
those
you
coins?
with
Behind your back? At the grocery store. So you guys are gonna see that everyone in here is trying to steal from me.
Crumb and Son. At your service.
Not really, you're not.
I'm looking for Edgar Wycherley's house. Do you know it?
Mr. Wycherley's?
Wycherley.
No. I'd have to... Will you be needing anything else, sir?
You have to? What? At least this one moves. Yeah. I'll take this matches to burn this general store.
Thank you. Edgar Wycherley, for the love of God. I'm only a simple grocer, sir, trying to make a
Jeez,
living.
so aggressive. I just asked for this guy's name. It's silly.
What you need, sir, is a map. Then I can show it to you. This one costs $20, sir.
$20. Guys, it's $20 in like 1920, 1930. Yeah. So Crumb and Son, okay.
Crumb and Son. At your service.
So for $20 I can buy this whole store. But fair. Fair. And there isn't 20. I haven't noticed, but there isn't $20 in here. But fair enough.
Here you are, sir. I've marked the address you wanted with a cross. That's $40 altogether.
$40. This guy just charged me half a rent.
Thank you, and look after yourself, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for paying the rent for a whole year. So I think the house is around here. No, it's that way. So yeah, this I remember playing it in the PlayStation 1. And I can tell you guys this transition between screens on the PlayStation 1 was just horrendous. It would take a few seconds just to do this. Yeah, it would take you a few seconds. A small book will show in the corner, like it's loading. So in here it's funny, by the way.
Yes, Mr. Wycherley has gone out.
So aggressive.
Don't push it, he's out.
Don't push it. He's out.
The gentleman can't have heard. Perhaps young sir would like his ears unblocked for him. No, let's scrap.
Yeah, I would like my ears unplugged for me. Yeah, tell me. What you gonna do?
Listen, my son, if you bother me again, I'll beat you to a pulp. Got it?
So aggressive. So I just want to show you guys what happens in here. Where's the menu? All right, because there are no automatic savings. You do have to save the game manually. So I just want to show you guys what happens.
Right, that's it. You're dead meat.
It's game over. There is a game over screen. Still find it funny. After all this time, I still find it funny. This caught me by surprise, by the way, the first time I played it, because I didn't record it since the beginning, so I had to do everything all over again. Not now, it's back when I played it the first time. So in here, it's very hard to find out what to do, because like any point and click game, the the game has the pain of being very cryptic. So you have to go and you have to go on your bike. Or you can just select it in the map, but I like to go in my bike that way. So you guys notice that I pressed left this time and the image is still the same. You have to go and talk with this guy.
Mr. William Stanton, take a seat. I'm delighted to see you. Did you see my son in his new place in Pawtuxet?
Well, actually, no.
You used to be inseparable once. How I wish he hadn't abandoned his archaeology studies. How about you, William? Do you flit from one new passion to another?
No, sir. I've just finished my architecture studies.
First archaeology, then genealogy, then foreign travel, astronomy, and chemistry. Personally, I preferred his archaeology period. Perhaps because he used to speak of it with passion. But then it seems children become more reserved, more secretive with their parents. Can I offer you a soda?
Yes, I'd like that, thank you.
A soda. There's a surprise in here.
Edgar left many books and documents here relating to his recent research work.
So in here it took me a very long time to figure out what to do. Because, as I said again, the game has this enigmatic feeling. It's weird that the house has the same layout as my own house. Just the difference is just this. But alright. No, not my own house. I don't own a house like this. I'm not that rich. So you have to press here.
This is Gregor Herschel, who was a wealthy Providence ship owner in the colonial era. He had a daughter, was Mrs. Wycherley's great-grandmother. This portrait was painted by Cosmo Alexander in 1765. Unlike my wife, Edgar loves this painting. It's a shame that he's not here to tell you all about it. Tell me honestly, don't you find the resemblance absolutely uncanny?
I do. I do. It's absolutely uncanny, sir. So, you guys noticed that the glass disappeared, right? He brought me a soda, but didn't give me no soda. It's a very rude man, by the way. Just staring at me, you know. Look at this. Staring. Not breathing. Not moving. Still in time. And doesn't even look at me. I can steal whatever I want from here, although there is nothing to do in here. Which is...
I had hoped that you might bring some news of my son. I suspect that this chemist, Dr. Owens, is working him too hard. Dr. Eggleton tells me that his health has deteriorated over the last few months. Come back and see me whenever you want, William. Edgar hardly ever writes to us these days, so it's a real pleasure to chat with you about him.
But I didn't talk anything. Well, what? Why? Was a pleasure to chat with me about him. Ah, I can see you now, you pervert. So I don't get it. He leaves on his own house, he leaves the bike outside. In here, he just brought it right into the door. I haven't noticed this the first time. Yeah, I noticed that the fountain is moving, which is quite a good detail. As you guys saw, everything tends to be very still. So, and as I said, there is no need to use the bike anymore, although it's here. So, I need to go to the village. And alright, this is not it.
Crumb and Son, at your service.
Hello, my friend. Does the name Gregor Herschel mean anything to you?
$40.
How about that? Yes, yes. Yes, but it's cheap at half the price. I have to make a living too,
Living,
sir.
make a living. You already made $40, mate.
A ship owner? See if he's known down at the harbor, sir. Cross the church square and keep going down. Best let sleeping dogs lie. By Christ, this business has the smell of sacrilege about it.
Pardon?
My God, everyone is so weird. This guy is still grumpy after just receiving what, $60 for a map. So yeah, everyone in the village disappeared, but not this guy. This guy is still here. No, they didn't disappear. I think they just moved places, which is nice. So it makes it more lively, although it's not.
Good day, sir. I was told that I might be able to get information here about a fellow named Gregor Herschel.
Gregor Herschel? That sounds familiar. Oh, yes. I remember now. He was a big shot trader. Yes, yes. He was in cahoots with all the Providence bigwigs. He had a good business. I would have thought there'd be articles about him in the Providence Gazette before he caused quite a commotion in his day.
There you go. At least they didn't charge me $40 for that information. So yeah. So I said in the first time that I found it funny that this is in Providence. And Providence is the birthplace and also the dying place of the author. H.P. Lovecraft, which is this where the story is based. Oh, look at the lady who robbed me. Actually, oh, the entire village robbed me. Yeah, so this Providence was his birthplace. I don't think he used to look like this when Lovecraft was alive. Lovecraft, which is the one who made the Cthulhu mythos. Sorry if I'm over explaining, but some people might not know it. So I think something new open. There, let's go and check. All right, this is so funny. It looks like Nosferatu. What you writing so much in there?
Good day,
Good
sir.
day.
Excuse me for interrupting your work, but do you have any articles in your archives about a fellow named Gregor Herschel?
It's surprising to see how Herschel still provokes a lot of interest today, but tread warily, for his is a tale of madmen. The last person to ask about him was Edgar Wycherley, an archaeologist. Gregor Herschel is a strange character from our town's past.
My
He came
God.
here from Salem, where he had moved to from Oregon around 1713. He bought landing stages near Mile End Bay and made a fortune from the slave trade. In 30 years, he became the richest ship owner in the town, controlled a large slice of Providence's commerce, rubbed shoulders with high society, and got married to the daughter of one of its captains in 1767. He died in a fire at his farmhouse in April 1771, featured regularly in the paper from 1713 to 1771. Happy hunting, Mr. William Stanton.
All right, Mr. Dracula. Thank you very much for that information. I don't think I need to search anything else, isn't it? I could just leave before you bite me or something. All right. He did say the date, and I don't remember it because it spoke a lot. It was quite hard to focus with that death stare looking at me. Okay, it's not here. I used to love the games back then to make you lose time. Oh, Shakespeare. 10 months after desecration of the tomb of Milius Procop in the Norton Cemetery, a nocturnal prowler was spotted at 2 a.m. in the morning in the same cemetery. The witness, night watchman Robert Hart, saw a man carrying a lamp and a trowel. Trowel? Have no clue what a trowel is. When he rushed to comfort him, the intruder made escape via the road. Alright, just interests me is just the trowel, not the rest. Ah, I can crawl in here. Carsten. Man, it's a shame my memory of the game is gone. Aha. Oi, oi. What's happening? Are they expecting me to read this? No. I have no clue what that is for, but should be interesting though. Ah. Alright. That was very useful. I like the way he pushes it. Just nonchalantly pushing the chair. So, alright. What's happening in here? cannot use the bench anymore. All right. Oh, that's a lot of steps. The affair of the missing soldiers. In March last, 2 of the king's regiments en route to New France were stationed at Providence. Their number fell in the most inexplicable fashion. The incident presents some striking similarities with the disappearance that occurred at the port in October 1754. Witnesses have stated that on several occasions Mr. Gregor Herschel was seen conversing with soldiers wearing red tunics. All right. So looks like we found out whatever we needed. So nothing else of interesting. Looks like. Wait. Look. Looks like that's it. I just came all this way to discover about red tunics. Let's see if this Nosferatu knows anything.
Good day, sir. Excuse me for interrupting your work, but do you have any articles in your archives about a fellow named Gregor Herschel?
It's surprising to see how Herschel...
What? So you are going to repeat all of that? Really? So looks like this is it. Let's see if he has anything new to. No. Okay. Whoa. So nothing in here. Now this is gonna complicate things a bit, because the first time I replayed this, I didn't play it for so long. So let's see what this guy has to say.
Crumman's son, at your service.
Nothing else. Looks like doesn't want our money anymore. You were not here before.
So then, young man, how's your research on Gregor Herschel going? Well, I've been doing a bit of my
My
own
God.
research, and
I
I've
think
discovered
those
that
teas, what's happening?
idly in his younger days that he stayed in England and made 2 separate trips to the east. But for some strange reason, he shunned the company of
Oh
men.
my God.
Although he never turned away
Everyone
against
has a
them,
Twitch.
very few folk were able to find a word to say to it. Have a word with Blackfish. He'll tell you all about it. He lives in that small house down there.
Who's Blackfish? Is it here?
Mr. Blackfish? Well, I won't beat around the bush. I've come to ask you to tell me about Gregor Herschel.
My friend, have you not forgotten something?
Such as...
Do you have nothing to awl the tongue?
I do not, sir.
Then get the hell out of here.
Well...
Yeah, that's right. Make yourself scarce.
Well, I don't want to offend
Well,
you.
okay, if you want to chat, bring some supplies. Why don't you come back later?
Oh my God. Told you everyone in here wants something for something. This is so typical point and click game.
Crumman's son, at your
Well, you don't
service.
have to tell me that every time I enter the store. That will become quite bothersome.
Excuse me,
Whoa.
sir. Do you have something strong that'll cheer up a miserable fisherman?
You mean hooch? How about this stuff? This isn't easy to come by. the way things are these days. There are stock problems, and the suppliers are taking advantage. Not to mention the insurers. Yep, it all has effect on the price. What the hell? I'm not in it for the money. I provide a service to my good customers. If they show their appreciation.
Oh my God, what's wrong with these people?
Excuse me, sir. Do you have something strong
Whoa.
that'll cheer? Here, will that be enough?
Well, I'll be damned. You are a good customer, sir. I like people who show their appreciation.
Nah,
If you're in need of
you
anything
like
else at
money.
all, my pleasure, sir.
Of course, it's a pleasure. So, where is the stuff? Where? Oh, I got it here already. Ah, would love to know how much he charged me for this, but yeah, the money is still the same. It doesn't move. This guy has infinite amount of money. I wonder if the guy who asked me to search for his son couldn't give me this money back. And I'm looking for your son. It's you should be the one paying it, not me. So there you go.
Y'all got the firewater, lad?
Here, and it's good stuff, too.
Good.
What about sharing?
So, do y'all know that at the time terrible things were being said about Gregor Herschel? He wasn't one to shy away from crime, and he must have made masses of dough. Everyone here has their reasons to look out for customs, my lad. At the time, the local businessmen wanted to make a fast profit at any cost. Vessels would arrive in the bay at night, brigs and caravels overflowing with contraband, and secretly come ashore. You get the picture?
No, not really.
Except that his cargo consisted of blacks from Guinea. They used to unload them to the north of Pawtuxet. There was a prison down there, a big stone building. At first, everything went fine. He wasn't the only one doing it, see? Except that one day, it wasn't just blacks. On that day, the Navy were out for blood because of a Coast Guard ship that had burned. The Liberty. They spied a big merchant ship with its lights doused, heading for Nakiet Point. They followed it, then boarded her. Ah, good God. I'd like to have seen the face of the customs officer when he saw the cargo. It was Egyptian mummies. I'll bet he was well annoyed, because of course, they were not illegal. As for the mummies, no one knew what they were for, my lad. Do you see what kind of things he was up to?
Mummies, huh?
Mummies.
What a strange thing to smuggle.
That ain't the half of it. You know, the strangest thing of all was how often he used to replace his sailors. One crew would go on shore leave, some of them were laden with goods. And when it was time to sail again, there were always 2 or 3 men missing. The sailors are superstitious beggars. The tough sailors from the slave ships, pirate vessels, and the huge brigs of Brown, Crawford, and Tillinghast would make the sign of the cross when they saw the old man going into his warehouse in Doubloon Street. His mates and his captain detested him, but they were tied to him by the grip of fear. Nobody wanted to sail with him no more. His crews were made up of mixed-race sailors from Havana, Martinique, and Port Royal. Oh yes, the Port of Providence has seen goings-on strange enough to make your blood run cold. Not more than 1 month later, 3 likely lads, not the type to miss a voyage, were due to set sail on the Gaita. They'd been seen the night before, but the next day, not a trace. The sheriff turned up with his deputies, the redcoats, and they took the place apart looking for alcohol. That's right, they didn't give a damn about the lads. Then Smith was asked to put a notice in his newspaper, but there was no response. I'm pleased you take an interest in these things, but you need more detail to get a clear picture. Tell you what, I know a lad who can tell you all you need to know. Arthur Prokop. At this time of day, you'll find him in the Royal Standard. It's 20 yards back towards the church there. Tell him I sent you.
Thank you, sir. I'll find it.
See you again, sailor.
I'm not a sailor, man, but thank you very much. So, Yeah, this is pretty much standard in those games back then. I remember Dracula Resurrection was the same. You had to speak with one person that always leaves out one single bit of information. You know, like it's very hard just to tell me everything straight away. Do you think this is the guy? Well, they don't look like the gentleman who went to the house early on. So, 20 yards from the church, he said. Nope. 20 yards from the church. All right. So should be around here. Ah, looks like they were waiting to rob me for some reason. Being paranoid, eh? No. Nope. You think this is the house?
This is the Stanton residence. There's a parcel for Mrs. Stanton.
No, I don't need anything.
And it's a parcel for you. I'm not selling you anything. Yeah, no, I cannot find it. Cannot even knock on this door anymore. I wanted to bother this guy a bit, but and it's still funny that there is no objective mark. There's nothing. If you lost the info that he gave you, you lost it. Yeah, no. Let me see the map if a new house open, but doesn't seem like it. No.
Hello? Anyone there?
Be on your way, stranger.
Being on your way, strange. I love his voice. So it's not in here. Not in here. Not in here neither.
I was sent here by Mr. Blackfish. I'm looking for information about
This
Gregor
deathless stare kids me.
a colonial shipowner.
Well, you've come to the right place, my lord. It so happens that my father's great-grandfather, millions
My
of
God, I
years
told you,
ago,
everyone
was
has a
killed.
Twitch.
I should have some documents passed on to me by my father. Give me a little time to look. Let's say tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Let's say tomorrow then. It's time to go home, I suppose. There you go. It's funny because it just told me tomorrow, and there's no clear way on how to advance into tomorrow because there's nothing else to do. Uh, maybe talking with this guy. No, he's not here anymore. So there's no. Well, I can enter the house now. Better saving before he comes and punches me again.
William, it's been so long.
I'm here to see how you are. When you came to my house 2 days ago,
I'm sorry, my memory fails me frequently.
when, when you came to my house, you seemed very disturbed, as if you were in some danger.
Forget anything I said to you. I was upset. Let's forget it.
Dr. Eagleton is worried about your health. So is your father. Edgar,
And you can see that I'm worried as well. Look at my blank stare.
I'm relying on you to reassure them. Everything's fine now. Allow me to introduce you to my colleague, Dr. Owens.
Valenti non fit injuria. Don't forget what we must do, Mr. Wycherley. Agit quod agis. I shall
What
meet you in the
teeth are those?
I'll leave you to your work, Edgar.
William, goodbye. Please be so kind as to give my regards to Mr. Eagleton. yourself have observed that everything here is fine.
Oh my god. The way they delivered those lines was so whoa. That's voice acting back in the day. No, there's still Metal Gear already had quite nice, good voice acting. Soul River was the best one. Of all the games I remember, Soul River was the one that had the best voice acting back in the day, for 1998. So let's talk again with this. No, no, it's not. No, I always confuse the house for some reason. No, cannot even enter the house. All right. No. No. So yeah, from here would be a question of just wandering around and trying to figure out what to do. You know, as I said, it was very cryptic back then. And even if you wanted to have a walkthrough or something, internet, as I said in other videos, was not widely available willy-nilly. You just couldn't go on your phone and search for a walkthrough, you know. So it did took me a while. I remember I finished the game, but it did took me a while to finish it and to figure out for myself what was going on and what I had to do. Let me just save. But there you go, guys. This is how much I wanted to show off the game. It was funny. It was really funny, although it's the second time in a 2-day, 3-day period that I'm repeating it. And I think I will repeat it back again in 2041 or something. By then, this game would be 40 years old. And maybe, who knows? Maybe this joke will turn on me like AVGN did with the Angry Video Game Nerd did with the what was the game was the game that he talked that he was going to review in 2021 or 2020 and he did it. Yeah, yeah, I think it was Final Fight, something like that. Final Fight 2020. Yeah, yeah, I think that was it. He said Final Fight 2020, and in 2020 he did review the game. But this was not going to happen to me. I'm not going to review this in 2041. Most certainly, I wouldn't even be able to remember what games are in him. Hopefully not. Hopefully that doesn't happen. And games then will be all in virtual reality or something like that. I cannot imagine what games would look like in 2041. Like I couldn't imagine. What's this? Oh, I got a Gazette. Today is Black Tuesday for dock users. Okay, there's strikes. All right, fair enough. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy that. As I said, I did enjoy coming back to the game. If you did like the video, don't forget to leave the like. If you're not subscribed now, it's a good time. And good luck. I'll see you next time.